There are several things that I want to point out, which is we don't want any of this. We don't want any region to fall into resurgence mitigations. We're trying to keep you out of it. That's one of the reasons I'm standing here. I want people to wear their masks. I want people to follow the mitigation rules that are in existence and not wait until we have to put resurgence and mitigations in place. And so I'm pleading with everybody to please follow these. They work. Wear a mask. Wear a mask. Keep social distance. I mean, you keep hearing us say it. I'll try to do it in interpretive dance for you sometime if that will help. But the truth is that it really does work. And you all have done it here. I mean, and you can do it again. People kind of relax when they think, well, maybe things are better, the virus is going away. The virus hasn't gone away. In fact, in some ways, you could say the virus is never going to go away. We may get a vaccine. And we may get great treatments, but like the flu, for example, it's not like it just goes away. And so we are being very serious and very focused on having the state police not only issue warnings, but also issue citations if necessary. We are asking state's attorneys to simply follow through on those citations. Those are monetary citations. We also are we will look to remove people's liquor license, their gaming license, if they will not follow the resurgence mitigations that get put into place. And this is not something I have wanted to do before. I think I've been reluctant to do this before because it has this very serious implication for the future of a business. I want businesses to stay in business. I want them to survive. That's why we have these DCEO grants that we're offering. It's why we've tried to be careful about the types of mitigations we put in place, even for bars and restaurants. We're not immediately trying to close indoor service. As you've seen, it's a limit on capacity and so on. But it is very serious right now, folks. And if we need to close down restaurants and bars or take away their liquor licenses, take away their gaming licenses, we will do that. Because we are now headed into a peak that is beyond potentially where we were in March and April. I think you're hearing that on national television. You're seeing it in our surrounding states. Wisconsin built out not just one field house, they're looking at multiple field hospitals, because their hospitals are full. We built them out in the spring because we thought perhaps we would end up in that situation. Thank God we were able to flatten the curve back in the spring. But now you can see, just look at the curves. We're working very hard, but we need everybody's help in the public. We need the restaurant owners and bar owners to follow the mitigations. And to stop fighting and trying to find some flaw in the data, trying to find somebody who will say that a bar or restaurant is not a spreading location. The truth of it is, and I think every infectious disease expert that I've talked to, and dozens and dozens of studies, and I've held them up at the press conference yesterday to show they exist. I've sent them out to all the legislators and all the elected officials, anybody who's asked for them. Bars and restaurants are seriously places where spreading takes place. They're one of the top places that spreading takes place. It is true that private events, weddings, and gatherings in your own home where you're bringing in neighbors and friends and even family from, that you don't see often, when you bring them in your home and you have even a medium-sized gathering of people who you don't really know whether they have coronavirus, you don't live with them every day, these are actually the number one spreading locations. And so we want to address as many of those as we can. It's up to you to address those at home. We're doing what we can in the public sphere. We've got to get through this winter. We're not even in winter yet. So please take this seriously.